Hello.
Hi.
How's it
Hey,
going?
nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Do you want me to call you by your IGN or a name?
You can call me Edward, that's fine.
Okay. Edward Snowden, Edward Scissorhands,
Yeah,
Edward from Twilight.
that's right. Yeah.
Very, you've done a lot. So, and now
Yeah.
you play League of Legends. Alrighty.
Yes, I have. Yeah, I've done it all, so it's time to conquer League.
See, now most people that have had a successful career and then come to me for coaching are usually looking for something more casual. So, since you're a acclaimed movie star, I would imagine it might be something similar. Would that be accurate?
Yeah, sounds about right.
Okay.
Big aspirations.
Legit though, that's how it is. Like, uh, you know Claudio from WWE?
Uh, no, I don't.
Let me show you real quick. He's a big guy. WWE Claudio. I've coached this guy, and then he's older, of course. Has had a career. It does
Oh,
something
okay.
physical, and then it's like he just wants to have fun with the game.
Yeah,
So it's like I give him a little bit of that.
that's cool.
And that's most of
Yeah.
the older guys. Like I like another one is like his college professor who's like, I just don't want to be bad so I can have fun. It's like a little bit of
Yeah.
that. Alright, so why did you buy the training plan?
I've done coaching in the past, and I always like really enjoyed it. The main thing like with League, especially in the early seasons, was my mental has always been kind of weak when it comes to ranked games, mainly because of promos. Like I have a thing of like imposter syndrome, and especially when it comes to the jungle role. So like back when I was doing a lot of coaching, like I mainly did coaching with one person called Nico the Pico.
Nico the Pico, that is a familiar IGN.
Yeah, he used to be the ex-coach of Fnatic and a few other EU teams back in the day.
Nico the
He
Pico coaching.
Yeah, he mainly goes on Gamer Sensei is his main website.
People use that website. Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know how it is now, but like this was back during COVID. So I guess every like I had never heard of Metafy until recently. But Gamer Sensei was like the one that kind of popped up during COVID. So I was working with him for quite a while. And that's how I kind of got a lot of my fundamentals and how I kind of approached the game, but the main thing like with me and also is like every time I would hit promos, it would just stress me out so much because back when I was doing coaching with him, that was interdivision promos, and that would just always stress me out because the way that he kind of taught me the game wasn't really working consistently for silver at the time, or at least through promos. Um, like it was like a weird thing. The main issue that I had back then, and I think I still have it, was tempo, because that was the main thing that I was not used to playing League at such a fast pace. So that was like the one thing that I remember during the coaching sessions. He would stress me out intentionally to like get that ingrained is like how to use tempo as an advantage.
Yeah. Go, go,
Placing
go.
control wards.
Get
Yeah, and like getting your farm up while also getting consistent ganks in. Because he was working with me on Graves, but Graves even to this day is a champion that I just cannot like fundamentally understand. Mainly after the item changes, because I was playing Graves before the mythic items came in. So back when I like understood how to build Graves with the different like build paths he had, and then like mythic came, and I never could like even now I can't really grasp when to go lethality or when's a good time to go for crit, or even like the bruiser build, which was popular like back then. That's the thing is like I don't know. It's been so. Anyways, um,
Well, can I recap what you said real quick? Just so I have
yeah,
the right idea. So you have a weak
sure.
mental, you've been coached before, and then things like the promo stress you out. And then from the
Yeah.
way that you're talking about the game, it sounds like you've had a lot of knowledge, but never had like an understanding, which would be like a firm hold, a firm grasp on like what you're going to do in the game. Is that
Like
accurate?
that's correct. Yeah. Like
So is that
when the
something you're
game
looking to get?
yes, absolutely. That's why I
Okay.
wanted to get coaching was to basically keep learning more about the game, but analyzing when is the best time to do this and when isn't, so that I can be more consistent. Because
Okay.
when it comes to closing out games, like my whole strat when it comes to playing League, and this is how I kind of got plat in season 2021, was I was playing Udyr and Mundo, and back then it was Chem Tank meta. So with the Chem Tank, I really love that a lot because I'm very comfortable when it comes to engage tanks, so that I can engage when I see an opportunity that the enemy is doing, like being mispositioned, and engage on. And then just allowing my team to go in there, and if I needed to, I can peel for my carries. So my whole strat was always to, and even now it's path top to bot at the start of the game and try to get my 80 carry ahead, and then try to peel for my 80 carries. Or like if there's another carry on the team, then I can play for them. But I never have been good at like playing a squishy or a very hard carry champion and being the one like, oh, I have a big lead. I should be more like I need to be making more aggressive plays, if that makes sense.
So you're comfortable whenever you're in your zone, and that zone is something like get an initial lead and then hold.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Now, what's the
So
problem with that?
the main issue is like Um, so this is where I like my decision making starts to get really weird depending on what's going on in the game. Like I'll have situations where the enemy jungler is spam ganking and we know where he's at, where I'm spam pinging my team, he's gonna be this side of the map right now. And I go counter jungle that. But the issue is like because this person's spam ganking and he's getting successful ganks off, I feel like the punishing of the enemy jungler that I'm doing currently isn't going to matter like 10 minutes from now, because he's basically close, like he's getting his laner so far ahead. And that's where I kind of freak out, where it's like this jungler should not be getting away with
They
spam
will be,
ganking,
right? They will
but
be. So what's the problem with it? Right. So even if you counter jungle, you're saying that it won't lead to a um evening out on the enemy jungler having a successful gank, which it shouldn't, right? If they get
right,
if you got a gank off and the enemy jungler took one camp, you shouldn't be behind for the rest of the game, right?
right.
You took a risk and you got the reward. So what to do about that?
So that's the main thing that I wanted to learn, is like if the enemy jungler is spam ganking and his ganks are actually being successful, um should I just match him and gank, like keep counter
Alrighty.
ganking him?
Yeah, we'd have to look at a
Or
game, but let me write this down.
got it.
So, um,
Hopefully I still have it. It was basically an Elise game. I think I was volley. The funny enough, I remember like, so what happened was the game ended up being dragged out for very long, and Elise was like behind most of it. And then we just couldn't close out the game, and then Elise kind of just catches up, and it's all like level 18. But I don't know,
okay,
it's weird. There's like I think VOD review is like gonna be awesome because last yesterday I was playing a lot of games with a duo partner, and there's been games where I just get absolutely stomped. So it's gonna be great to kind of like the last game that I played yesterday, you just kind of see me like I just absolutely do not know what to do. So we just FF'd at 16 because the game just got so far ahead, uncontrolled. Like the enemy team was a 12K gold lead at 16 minutes. So
big.
yeah,
Me
but
every
then
time I
there's
lock in Belfast. So,
and then there's
where
games
you
where
said when you get a lead, you hold
yeah,
and then hope that it all goes right.
right.
What's the problem with that generally? Because
I
we don't.
feel like for me at least, how I kind of understand it is if I'm playing a champion like Volley, I feel like it's very hard to do the right plays to close out the game without relying on my team. So it could be kind
It's
of coin
impossible,
flip.
right? Because you're playing a tank. So
Yeah.
you have to be willing. If a play can go right, it can go wrong. You have to be
Right.
willing to do it though. If you don't do it, that's the mistake. That's
Yeah.
what I'm seeing. VOLIBEAR has to do the one play, right?
I see.
It doesn't matter if it goes right or wrong. But what's important is that he does it. And if he doesn't do it, then there's an onus on your allies. So you get your ADC ahead, right?
Hmm.
The ADC is the same rank as you. He's going to mess up. It's harder for him to mess up, like if you attack something. but it's easier whenever the game's neutral or defensive. So if you get a hold and then or if you get a lead and then just hold, then it fucks things up because things aren't moving forward. And if they're not moving
Yeah.
forward, they're standing still, and no one knows what to do when they're standing still. So
Right.
you can't play against the potential risk of it going wrong without shooting yourself in the foot in that sense. And I think that plays into the same pattern of where you're saying you're stressed at the promos. You're trying to get control of something in the future that you have no control over, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So what do you think about that? What is there to do about that?
Hopefully you have the answer because I don't know.
No, you have to find the answer here.
Oh man.
If something's out of your control in the future, let's get something tangible here.
Well, you gotta focus on the present so that the future is like a better outcome.
There's that part here. Let me open the replay real quick because we can
Oh,
look at
okay,
yeah, we
perfect.
can look at something tangible.
Awesome.
Do you care which game?
No, I don't. Yeah, you can kind of just
Let's
look
not do
through
zero
and
three.
yeah, thank you. There was a Kane game. Actually, the Kane game will probably be the best one. Um, yeah, because I feel like I made a few blunders myself, and against Kane as well. He played really well, but I wasn't expecting a Kane to be this aggressive when it comes to ganks. I'm very used to like passive Kane players, so I can try to get a better lead or bigger lead before he gets form. But I feel like I don't know. I guess you'll see. There's been a few things. So my duo partner is LeBlanc. He swapped lanes with Aurelia so that Aurelia has an easier lane against Malzahar. But one of the issues that I kind of found was so I wanted to get LeBlanc ahead early against Pantheon because I know Pantheon has a very strong level 3 and LeBlanc will have a hard time pushing. So I wanted to do a 3 camp clear and apply pressure to top lane. And then if there's maybe an opportunity in mid, I can do a transition gank to bot. But the main thing is if Malzahar has spell shield, I feel like the gank probably won't succeed unless Aurelia pops it with her E.
Right, that can
And
be
then I
fine. So you do this, and then you could just cross through mid. The mid gank's not important. This one
oh
is.
okay.
Yeah, this is just whatever. And then you're on the bot side.
So I actually have a good question regarding that then. When it comes to a transition gank, is this fine to show myself that I'm entering the bot side of the Oh, actually,
It
I
depends.
just yeah, I show myself top, so I guess in this case it would be good, right? So if the enemy like knows I'm already gonna be top side, I can just run through mid and apply pressure like that, or
I think so. So, but the spot that I wanted to start here with was this. So how to deal with
yeah,
the anxiety of the future part. It's like there's always this potential of something happening without you being able to respond to it. But only
yeah,
so many things can happen. So if you put the tangible things in 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 the right spots at the right time, then it makes sense. So you're saying like Pantheon is a strong level 3, you want to interact with that, that's fine. And then if you do this, what can Kane do to your jungle?
he can counter jungle me in the bot side of the map
Okay, so he does his
or an
3
invade.
camps, he sees you
Yeah,
top, and then he goes to your red side. Can you do anything from that if you're in his red side right here?
if
You
he invades, I would have to invade him.
why?
And I because well, luckily I have a ward on his raptors, so I can get a good idea if Kane's fourth camp is going to be raptors or if he's looking to invade because maybe he has a ward on my top side. But if I don't do that, then Kane is gonna have a huge lead. Like he's gonna respawn and go to secure his top side jungle before maybe I
Okay.
get
I
there.
think he only gets a huge lead if he gets all 3 camps. So if you cross through mid and then go to your red side, he can't get all 3 in time.
I
He,
see.
he would be finishing Raptors and maybe red, because this clear looks pretty slow on the top side. I think start Wolves and then go up.
Yeah, unfortunately, I messed up this clear. Because Volley's blue side clear is very fast if I can get it right, but I messed it up, so my blue reset.
Yeah. So this would be like the threat of the future. And then there's also this
Yeah,
threat, right? You show top, and then Kane has already beelined it to bot lane.
I see.
So then if you have a successful gank top, I would bet that once you see your bot lane die, that you weigh the bot lane dying over your top lane play, even if top lane play goes successfully. Would you say that's true?
So would this just to be like getting a tempo advantage on Kane to like invade his because you're saying if Kane shows bot lane for a gank, I have to leave uh ganking top in order to take his camps.
No, I'm saying you gank top, and at the
Uh-huh.
exact same time, Kane would gank bot. And let's say he double kills bot. I'm saying that the way that you've spoken so far, that I would bet that you would see the bot lane die, and that would have a bigger weight on you than you
Oh,
successfully killing top.
right. Yeah.
So that would be accurate.
Yeah, I mean, it it's kind of difficult. I think in this situation because it's a duo, and he plays consistently, I would still go for it as the trade-off. But if this was if I did not know the top laner at all, I would 100% probably void it just because I feel like it could be a coin flip at that point where it's like
Well,
my
if you
win
don't have the
condition,
experience, it's fine. You can do this and make a
yeah,
mistake, but this mistake would give you info. It would give
I
you
see.
experience. And the main thing that you were looking for was the understanding. How do you gain
Yeah,
understanding?
through experience.
Experience plus
I see.
plus.
Um
It's
At
something.
like
It's
limit
some,
testing.
no, no, no. It's something plus
uh,
experience. To be fair, experience. Holy shit. EXP. I don't know.
there you
I can get challenger. I can't spell.
go.
I would say it's like knowledge plus experience.
Okay, yeah,
Because the beginner, right? The beginning and the end look exactly the same. They're both blank. There's these blank spots where you know nothing and have done nothing. But then at the end, you want to know nothing, but have done something. So then your mind would be blank in both spots. The intermediate step is like, here's this new thing, let's do it. And then by doing it, you'll figure it out.
yeah,
I'm going to hit a baseball for the first time. I could watch people hit baseballs all day until I throw 10 fucking swings. Like, I'm not going to get the like experience part. And
yeah,
without that, like both put together, you're doing it with something in mind. And then the further you get, it's more like your conscious telling you, which I'm sure you felt this in game. I've had it all the time recently on Bel'Veth. Like I'll go in and then my E won't save me anymore, like just the damage reduction nerf, and I'm like, okay, can't E
yeah,
like that, and that's it. Build it, do those 10 times, see where you get. But you're gonna have to let yourself make mistakes to gain the understanding, and it sounds like you're constricting yourself, you're suffocating yourself from being able to make mistakes. Do you think
yeah.
that's accurate?
I think it is like it's actually kind of funny that you mentioned that because so there's some things that I've kind of noticed myself. If I am ahead, I don't usually invade or like punish the enemy jungler besides taking objectives. But when it comes in team fights, if I'm ahead, then I feel like I'm more ballsier to make an engage play. Like I'm more looking to force something in a team fight setting. But when I'm behind, I have like two mentality. I think on my main account, I'm very safe. Like I'll just fall back to try to stop the bleed and like try to CS. But I feel like the game would be over in that case. So on my Smurf account, I've been actually been trying to be more aggressive. Like so on my Smurf account, I've been trying to play more aggressive junglers, like trying to learn Jarvan and Graves. So I'll try to look for shutdown golds, try to get myself back in the game through that way by yeah, like basically if I don't do this and it doesn't work out, then it's over anyways type of mentality. But on
Right.
my main account, I keep falling back to
I think, yeah,
playing safe.
I think stick with VOLIBEAR because like you already know him, And then
Yeah.
the thing I would change mid game is something like even if your champ dies, you can die 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times trying
Mm,
a play, and if one of them works, you win.
I see.
But you're scared of like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Because if the game's fucked, it doesn't matter if 4, 5, 6 fails. And then through the attempts you build up experience. So then maybe you win the next
Yeah.
game.
Funny enough, this is actually the way that I play only with mid Galio. Like in mid Galio, I have shit CS. I play lane phase like crap, but I keep suiciding in team fights because that champion is so fucking stupid in a team fight. So like with Galio, my whole thing is look for a good gauge by the jungler or like one of my carries. Are on top W, like do all my CC and then die, and then hopefully like the team wipes. And usually it ends up being that case, but.
It's clear is
With
so slow.
yeah.
And we're in the VOLIBEAR's God-given right. Q. E. Auto.
So I made a huge mistake. I forgot how bad LeBlanc's wave clear was early. Um so the big thing that I noticed is he put us so this is the thing is so I try to invade Kane here to try to smite steal his red, and then I realized because I messed up my clear, Kane has a faster clear speed. So I went back to LeBlanc to shove because if Pantheon froze the wave here, then I knew that LeBlanc is screwed. So I tried to get this wave to crash as much as possible. And then I knew that I was gonna die there because Kane showed up from my mistake, so I tried to at least get Pantheon for
It, it just sounds like you're
in
trying to do too much. Since this is fucked
yeah,
up, whenever you force something, then it gives you one option. You just do that. I'm trying to get the golems, and then I'm trying to push the wave, and then I'm trying to,
I
I don't know,
see.
flash on the Pantheon. If you let all this happen slowly, you don't have to spend yourself for it in a way.
Yeah. I
So
think I
if you're
should have
too
just
much,
committed to the crash and then just fall
yeah,
back.
that would have been better. But like, if you find yourself lost like this, then you want to be
Yeah,
somewhere in the middle, totally doing nothing, totally going in. If you're in the middle, then you get to choose. So that would look something like you're in the tri-brush waiting.
I
Does
see.
Kane move in to make a mistake? Does Pantheon fight LeBlanc? You can flank, you can attack, and then if not, you get scuttle. You have like 3 options. You like
I
that?
see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 cloth
Uh,
armors. What? Doesn't VOLIBEAR build lucidity boots? Am I off?
he does, but yeah, it's Lucidity Boots first item. However, I completely or I didn't have enough money
Okay.
to buy the Lucidity Boots, so I opted for 2 cloth for Frozen Gauntlet as my first item.
Okay.
And then on my next back, I would get Lucidity Boots was the thinking at least, so that I had 2 cloth armors, so that if I were to gank bot here, I would be able to sustain a bit of damage from Caitlyn Senna, and then hopefully when I back, I can get the Lucidity Boots.
Okay. You don't get level 4 before ganking, but they are pushed up. Since we failed this top play, we didn't get scuttle. So then we
Yeah.
need 2 camps for level 4. And then that would be the next time you'd be strong. And then doing all
So,
of these wouldn't give you level 5.
so this
But
is my other thing that I've been struggling with. So I noticed that Kaylin already has 2 kills in the bot lane, and I wanted to like find any opportunity to get my Twitch lead. So this is like the thing that I kind of have that I struggle with is if I take a camp. So I went for red so that I have options. Like I can either go to Krugs into gank bot or go to Raptors and gank mid. But I felt like if I were to go to red to Krugs to eventually gank bot, that Kaylin and Senna might have reset and I would have lost my opportunity to gank bot, and then I would force to full clear top side.
and
So
is that fine? If you had to full clear top, would that be okay?
the thing that I've been getting like pressured with is I guess in this situation I might have been worried that if I did, there's so much time wasted that Caitlyn and Senna would just keep snowballing their lead. Because how I kind of been experienced, and this is actually I wrote a document. I should probably link it with some questions that I've had. Um, and then I also like kind of put some issues that I feel like I've been struggling with, and it'll be interesting to see what other issues I might have, or maybe I'm overthinking some of the things I have. But I feel like a lot of games are kind of decided before 8 minutes. Like there's some games where, especially on my Smurf account, where I'll play Hecarim and I try to do a full clear and gank on my dead time. And I feel like the game's over if I do that because like by the time I'm looking for a gank during the dead time, I either find no opportunities and I have to full clear again. And if I like during my full clears, I feel like the enemy is getting a lead and I feel like
They
I'm kind
might
of
be.
getting stuck, you know,
All you have to find
where
is one opportunity. That's what you're looking for. All these things is like so scattered. It's like sometimes they win too hard where I can't win. Yeah, that happens.
mhm.
That happens, and there's nothing for you to do about it. All there is for you to do is this exact same thing that they did. Punish the enemy when they make a mistake. Is the Kalen and Cinna making a mistake here?
I
Let's,
would say yes because Kaylin is low on mana and they're
okay,
looking to recall.
I agree. Let's gank them. This is fine. This is fine. You use the E before you Q. Do they have sums?
I thought no because Senna and Kaylin already all in Twitch, so I'm hoping that they don't have sums at this point.
Hoping's not good enough.
Yeah,
Right, so let's play as if they have sums. And then if I'm VOLIBEAR here, I keep moving past them. You don't even have to activate Q at this
I
point.
see.
Right, you keep moving past them if they flash, then you Q
Yeah,
E. It's guaranteed, but you spend it too soon. So that's the misplay.
I
The
see.
gank is fine. This, like, now we have a mistake. Luckily, we get onto Cinna, though. Cinna's dead. Good. Do you have anything else for the Caitlyn?
No, I don't have flash.
Okay, no flash. Anything else?
My sums are on cooldown and Nico's far away. I think the thought process here was to chunk Kalen and then try to get Twitch to push the wave in, but I'm not sure. I think I just chunk Caitlyn here and I leave.
How
But
do you how do you chunk Caitlyn?
oh, with my W.
In 4 seconds?
Yeah.
All right,
I
so
was
we got
hoping
like
like I
one.
can walk her down.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
one auto attack. We have red buff, and then we have another auto attack. Maybe you can stay
Yeah.
on her. I don't know. And then what does Twitch have? W coming up, but no E. So
Yeah.
he has no execute. He spent it on Senna. Okay. So let's keep chasing. Auto. Auto. She flashed. Do you want to keep going? Do you have any
No.
tools to keep going? Okay, then leave.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Yeah, I walked into
Wrong.
that and I saw Malzahar.
Wrong. And then this is like where the misplay is. You have to find these things.
Yeah.
That's what's going to hold you back. All the like
I see.
grandiose thought process, should I this, that, those things will reveal themselves to you when this is corrected.
I see.
Now it's all fucked, we're dead. And then tempo's lost, LL. But you got the
Yeah.
Senna, so part on Senna is good. You stun the one with no flash. And then this was too much. So all you have to do is reel it back a little bit. Going
Got it.
back to, where the fuck's my notepad? They get the experience part. That's part of it. Do it too much, and then next time, do it right there. And the next time, maybe just right there. You'll know the exact point to go to, rather than going all the way every time.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Especially on VOLIBEAR, holy fuck, I love playing this champ, but like sometimes too much. I'm doing too much. We have to
Yeah.
try it out because you have to be moving past them. So you take an L, but the first part was good. You got Caitlyn Flash, and then you have the total winning sequence after. So if we reel it back, after she flashes, what do you want to do to then, like, what's your winning sequence from here?
Um so I guess like at this stage, I had a few options. I don't think Twitch, or I guess so. This would be my thought process just looking at this because I forget what I do after because I died. But I guess if I push this wave in for Prio, I had an opportunity to take Dragon, but Malzahar rotated
Right, so
to
there's
kind
no
of
dragon. Your bot lane's compromised, and the goal is to get the wave in. If you push
yeah,
the wave and do dragon, your bot lane has no opportunity to reset.
got it.
So no dragon, but we push the wave, and then what?
And then I can do a bot to top full clear.
Now we're fucking talking. And then what?
And then I can just reset and look for drag after or opportunity top.
I think fuck dragon until you're level 6, personally. As VOLIBEAR, let's keep ganking.
Okay.
So you do full clear top, you might be level 5, and then you enter the river, and that gives you option mid, top. And then if none of those are there, then reset.
Okay.
And then you can choose to reset top or reset bot. It's pretty screwed up. If we reset
Uh,
to where our buffs spawn, then we'll get level 6 sooner.
I see. So is that your mentality with VOLIBEAR is just to try to get 6 as soon as possible?
No.
What's the main thing like as VOLIBEAR and the like pre 6 that you're mainly looking to do? Are you trying to impact the lanes when you see opportunities or
What do you think? I know the answers, but what do you think?
I would say yes, just because I feel like his pre 6 is very strong.
Okay.
Just because he has a reliable gank setup and his E damage early is very um I think it's like people underestimate the damage that he gets
Okay, so you're looking to gank lanes. What levels are you looking to do that?
after 3.
Okay. Level 3. And then if you level 3 gank, you then have to go back and farm. And if you do that the right way, it looks something like, let's say we do 3 camps in our red side, gank bot, they die. You push, reset, and then back onto the map. You do topside scuttle, maybe gank. And then if you full clear down, you're level 5.
I
And then you
see.
just shoot to level 5. And then all the camps have been cleared, so they'll be respawning. Those camps will come back as level 5, giving you more XP, helping you
Mhm.
get to level 6. So that sort of rotation, like gank level 3 into farm level 5, and then gank, and then a little bit of a reset, then like shoot you into level 6 with a winning game state, because even if you didn't kill these lanes, you got their flash. And then
Yeah.
level 6, you just need 1 or 2 camps off a reset, and then fucking dive the turret. Use that
Got it.
ulti as soon
Okay.
as possible. You do this once, the game kind of solves itself. You kill Caitlyn, you take the dragon. That's how you get the dragon. And then bot side's done for a little bit, okay? Go top side. You won't have ulti for a little bit, but that's fine. If you gank, good. If you start the objective, they have to stop you. If nothing happens, you can still farm. And then off
I see.
one reset, ulti's back up. You're level 7, and you have ulti, and you have a shit ton of items. Bonk, kill top, rift, and then just go wreak havoc. Something like
Oh,
that.
actually, I have another question because this is something I've been kind of confused with this season. So when I was playing jungle, this was during the the farming meta of jungle where you would just constantly cycle your camps no matter what.
We
But
have
I
been
had
out
a
of that
question
for a long
regarding
time.
yeah, but I had a question regarding this is should I quadrant clear before taking objective or should I like if I have the tempo advantage should I say fuck it and take the objective? Because
Depends.
sometimes I've been hesitating. Like if I see the enemy jungler on the bot side and I know where he's at, I immediately go for the objective because I have the tempo. But if if I don't know where he's at, I opt to quadrant clear, like the top, like the side of the objective, and then I look to do something.
Well, it depends on the weight of like the situation. Is the objective worth more? Is the gank worth more? Is the invade worth more? Can you do any of that without being contested? If not, clear. You have like 3 options.
That's actually a good question though. Is how do I kind of weigh the worth of an objective? Like if it's Shyvana, then I
By
know that
reacting, like by
okay.
by reacting and having the understanding, in my opinion. Like if we had a tangible thing here, I could give you some knowledge, but
Yeah,
generally there's no way to answer it.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like if we have a lead, I always weigh that as we should be taking these objectives. Like we shouldn't give this for
Think of
free.
it like you have to earn the objectives. You have to do
Okay.
a successful play, you get a successful gank, you get a successful invade or a successful pick, and then go to the objective. If you start the objective outright, Volibear fucking sucks at that. Because the
Got it.
enemy
Okay.
comes, and then he sucks at running straight into the enemy. Whereas he
I
fucking
see.
owns at just diving them, forcing a play, and then going back to the objective. If the play
Okay.
isn't successful,
Interesting.
you don't get the objective. That's fine. The objective's for the team value. You can do this play fucking die. L for our team, whatever. We reset full clear. We'll be strong.
Got it.
Real Volibear
Interesting.
moment right there. But it sounds like you're
Yeah.
spending yourself for the objective. It goes wrong. Your team's perpetually losing at that point because you don't get your camps and the enemy gets stronger and you can't do nothing.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
God bless.
Yeah. So,
We're going to turn you into a Korean Volibear right now.
dude,
This
that's what I've
champion has
been.
been playable all season too, and no, they don't play anywhere except for Korea.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, I love Volibear. I think the champion's very underrated, but a lot of people think that the champion sucks, and I don't understand why. I think he's
Uh-oh.
super strong. But the main thing is, I haven't been able to find a Volibear guide that's like relevant to this season. So this is really good that you play him because I've been wanting to like find someone to actually teach
Well,
me
I
more
haven't played
about.
him recently, but like I've played him enough in the past. But I also watched this this one guy earlier in the season, and he was three camp ganking like no one's fucking business. Because I was on the same shit. I was like, we do a little full
Yeah.
clear. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, one tricks.
I've
Hopefully,
been watching a lot of the streamers playing Korea, and it's very interesting the different mindsets. Like for example, I was seeing Tarzan's thoughts on Korea jungle, and they were saying like in Korea you always three camp, you like three camp into a gank, but in oh this is canyons, huh?
yeah. Trying to
Yeah.
how the fuck champion. All right. Wish me luck on finding Volibear. Where's he at? Little JPEG guy. He'll be all the way down here.
Oh cool.
And then we want most played guy. Highest build, artisan build. Where is he? Why is Vi bisexual? The fuck. I want the one tricks, guys. Ay Dios. Fuck. Go back to just the replays, I think. Bang. We can find him later, but damn. That's the guy to watch.
Okay.
There will not be a single guide out there. You just have to watch the gameplay and it will tell you. If it's a Western Volibear too, like, nah, it's not happening.
Yeah, there's oh there's a volleyball right there at the bottom. But
Bottom?
yeah, that one right there. That you yeah,
Where?
that one. To
Why do they
bottom
all
left.
have smite?
Oh, they do have all smite. Yeah, I thought it was that one. Hey, you know the that one YouTube channel like Korean what do you call it?
There's a bunch of
Challenger
them.
VODs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could probably find a volleyball replay on that.
Yeah, I'll try to find it after the session, that specific guy, because I like him. He's a total asshole. But he does. Like, I was gonna try to outline or like ask you, like, what does Volibear want to do good? Because you're trying to do all these things not bad, and it's not important. The important
Yeah.
things is like doing Volibear, right? It's like do the level 3 ganks. Let's just write this shit down. We're gonna want it.
Yeah. Because
Level
I
3
think
gank, and then level 5 gank, and then use level 6, and then full clear into play. If the play is successful, then you win the objective,
okay.
and then kind of repeat.
Yeah, no, I think this is gonna help a lot because this will like I'll keep like I'll do this for my future games and just kind of follow that, and then if it works out and doesn't, then at least I get that experience right. Um, but I think that's the main thing with volley is I don't have a concrete understanding of what my
Let's not look
pathing
for an
will look like.
understanding. Let's just look for like the littlest things that we can use that is like good enough, you know?
Okay.
Let's
Yeah.
look for like a basic game plan and play it out from there because you don't need a total roadmap.
Yeah.
If I'm driving my car and I need to get to the nearest gas station, you know, and they say go left, I'm going left. I don't need, like, I'll find it.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I use red cane. Okay, you lose. He's red cane at level 10,
Yeah.
or at 10 minutes, and we didn't ramp fast enough, so the game is perpetually losing.
Right. Yeah, that was the main thing. Is Kane was a level above me, so he was able to smite steal that. Because I think he has the higher smite damage, right, at that level.
Yeah, he has
Yeah.
900, you have not. So
Yeah.
we could watch one of the, like, Korean VOLIBEAR replays if you wanted to.
I think that would be good.
Okay,
Um.
that's what I'm thinking. Here's to hoping. Let's get lucky right here. Korean VOLIBEAR replay. Are you welcome back? Oh shit, that's right. They just have just VOLIBEAR. That's so weird. Now, guys, I don't want NA Masters. I don't like. I want the real deal here. I don't want top lane. Jungle. Hello?
Actually, I have a question regarding top lane build. Like, would you ever build AP Volibear in jungle? Like, do you think that that could be
No,
a viable thing in
no,
low elo?
no,
Okay.
it's so bad. Iceborne is too fucking good. His clear speed is gated by ability haste. Like, nah,
Yeah.
nah. If you watch other, like, real champions that build damage, like, his clear speed doesn't even ramp.
Yeah.
Stays at, like, a whatever pace. Echo with Nashor's Tooth, fucking one-shots the camp. Volibear, he's doing it a little faster. Alrighty, so I want you to just give me your thoughts as we watch this guy on the things that he's doing versus what you
Yeah.
would do.
So if this was me starting bot, I'm looking for a plate. Like I would full clear the top side to gank for Camille, because I feel like Camille's gank setup is really good with Volibear, and Camille with Volibear's damage early should be able to kill Ornn.
Okay.
I think Victor is difficult to gank. Actually, wait, no, because with I think if Victor over pushes LeBlanc, like shoves her under turret, then I can look for a gank mid. Um, but I wouldn't gank bot this early, even with the Blitzcrank. But I don't know, that's just me. Because I always try to look for a full clear, usually. Like, it's very rare for me
Whack.
to.
Yeah, the 3 camp is so much better on Volibear. Because remember, we're strong level
Okay.
3 and 5, not level
Yeah,
4.
I see.
And then you're playing for ganks, right?
Yeah.
The full clear does not help you gank. You have to do
Interesting. Okay.
scuttle, and then you're on a fucking timer to like get back to the respawning camp.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that's really interesting. Yeah, because that's been my kind of thought process with volley is I just full clear to get 4. I think, well, that's just me, like, because when I learned volley, this was just during the full clear, so I was just used to full clearing weak side to strong side, and then look for a gank there at level 4, and then I would just full like reset, and then do my camps again and look for an opportunity.
Okay.
So
We
so in
got to
this case,
update
like,
that. So if he's looking for
yeah,
a 3 camp gank, right? He has
yeah,
option mid, and then he has option bot. And what he's going to look to do is move up, because then that
okay,
gives him a flank position. Whenever you're in the flank position, it's way easier to gank. And Volibear is an
okay,
asshole champion. He can walk right into
yeah,
the enemy's jungle and they can't do shit. So that's what he's looking to do. He's not looking to gank mid, he's not looking to go bot. He's looking to gain this position so that he
interesting,
then
yeah,
has the option. And he can jack off here for a long time. And if he takes the enemy jungle camps, that's a win too. Because his
yeah,
jungle camps are whatever. But if he's uncontested on these, he sets himself up for 3 potentially winning options. Whereas the full clear, you're
I see,
locked in. Bang, bang, this has to work, or this has to work. and like this, and then any timing in between, Rek'Sai could like do something. Good luck.
Yeah. This I guess this is situational still, but I was wondering if you had an answer to that. If Volibear was against a full clear jungler and that full clear jungle looked to take his top side, um, I guess like I don't know, like
Invade them.
okay, I see.
Don't, right, so you're against, let's say this Rek'Sai is Karthus, he started bot. You
Yeah.
want to start on your top side so that when you 3 camp into bot, there's nothing for him to take.
Okay, I see.
So if he's going to do this, you do that. If you're against Arthas, it would start blue. Then it's, if you start top side and he starts blue, and then you wanted to gank top, well, it becomes a losing option because he could take your blue side. But if
Yeah.
he started blue, you could 3 camp invade him.
And like when it comes to matchups, then what's the best time? Like so, what I kind of get from this is if it's a farming jungler, it would be best to start on the opposite side so that I can protect the side that I'm pathing to.
You're
Like
not
for I mean,
protecting it, you give them no option. If they invade, they
got it,
lose. And there's nothing, you make it where there's nothing for them on the other side.
got it.
And if you do a play too long on the bot side and he wants to invade your top side, like these would be respawning, gives you some time to play with. You
Got it.
reset Boots
Okay.
Lucidity, come kick their ass. They're probably low HP too. Alrighty, so what did Volibear do here?
He went to go impact the Draven Alistar lane.
He saw them fighting,
Yeah.
shows up to the play. And now, what are his options after that bot play?
Reset, get his top side, or gank Victor if Victor was pushing, but he's under tower.
Is that it?
He could contest Rek'Sai, but I feel like so this is the thing with me. I haven't experimented fighting enemy junglers at level 3. So like I don't know if this is a good thing or bad thing. So as volley, I never look to invade the enemy jungler this low or like at level 3 because I feel like depending on the enemy jungler,
But
they
you're
could beat
strong
him.
level 3.
Well, if I hit my E, that's the main thing, I
Right, so
guess.
hit your E. Go try it out.
Okay.
Play 10 normal games, walk in there, see what happens. That's the
Okay.
answer you're looking for. But if
Yeah.
the enemy jungler's been clearing, they're not, so long that they don't do all the camps, they're not level 4. If they've been clearing,
Okay.
they lost HP. You're not going to die walking right into them unless you fully commit. You don't have to do that.
I see what you mean. Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
so,
that makes sense.
so you can go
Yeah.
in there and try it out and choose to leave.
Got it.
Right? You want the perfect answers all the time, and you can't have them without
Yeah,
the experience.
that's
They
exactly
come at a
it.
cost. Yeah, they come at the cost of this for that. And you're like, I don't want to do this. And it's like, well,
Yeah.
you won't get that.
That's
Sorry.
why I was like, because I mean, from what you're getting from me as well, you know, I'm definitely like a more of a paper guy. It's like, well, if I look at like a structured plan, right? Um, just because like as jungle, I always find myself in those situations where like, fuck, I don't know what to do.
A structured plan. Does this guy play League?
Yeah.
Does he know this shit? There's no such thing as structure.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so chill. Do the top side reset. Or just gank top too, who cares? Rek'Sai's not taking his bot side. Alrighty, so then on the reset, he skips his camps. Why is that?
Because the bot lane is over pushing. Like they're harassing the enemy underneath, the enemy team is harassing the bot lane under their tower.
He tries to go on the one with no sums,
Got it. I see.
even though a Draven's right in front of him. And check it out, he doesn't die. A VOLIBEAR is fucking stupid asshole champion that doesn't die when attempting plays. But if you never attempt to play, you never get to use that
That's
aspect.
true.
And I think that's
Yeah.
where you're like frustrated.
Yeah, like so this is the thing that I would do is I would actually take Gromp before I would gank bot. Uh just
Right?
because like that's the thing is
You're playing it
I
too
get
safe.
yeah, like I get so nervous where if I went to go gank bot and I didn't get anything out of it, I
Oh my
feel
god,
like I
time
just
wasted. But like you're
yeah,
VOLIBEAR, so the champion can compensate for that. And
that's
then
good.
here's
Yeah.
another thing too. If you're right here, he still gets to choose. Do you want Gromp? Do you want bot play? The same way, he's not looking to gank bot or gank mid after level
Mhm.
3, he's looking to get this position.
I see.
Aim at that, and then you can have the best of both worlds.
Okay.
Because you still have to play
Yeah.
it by ear based on what's happening. It doesn't have to be the bot gank. Right here, choose. Up to you.
Okay. Yeah.
But look to aim to fucking find these positions right now. And then
Okay.
that really solves our anxiety crisis.
Yeah.
Should I? Should I not?
I'm still so shocked that even when the enemy saw him on a ward, like he was still able to get into a good position. Because he cleared out the control ward and he went into the tri brush, which is insane.
Oh, the Scuttle spawned bot. Jesus Christ. So he does Dragon, Gromp, Blue, and then Scuttle gives him level 6. You're shitting me. Scuttle got buffed this patch, or last patch, some patch, anyways. Gives more golden XP
Yeah.
now. It's such an important thing because VOLIBEAR can win that shit easily. The asshole aspect of he won't die. So if,
Right.
yeah,
I had a question with Scuttle because I've been confused about it as well this patch. So before the buffs, I was ignoring level 1 Scuttles. Just because like I was hearing that level 1 Scuttles weren't worth it. It's better to like get the tempo advantage and cycle. But with this new patch, should I continue fighting for Scuttle? Like in like besides
depends.
getting like besides getting Scuttle
These,
for the
these,
vision
I
for
promise you, this doesn't matter. What you need to focus on
okay.
is what to do right on VOLIBEAR. Like, do you do
Okay.
Scuttle when it's good? Yes.
Got it.
Prioritize it. Like, get level 3, gang. Get this successful play. Leverage the successful play. Keep the ball rolling. Rinse and repeat.
Okay.
Everything else will play itself. He got level 6. Dive the Draven. Good. He won the dragon because he had a successful play.
Yeah.
And then he kept it going. It doesn't matter what the fuck the Rek'Sai does. The Rek'Sai's in your shoes, right? But I got his
Yeah.
golems. Draven's fucked. He's never recovering. It's over. You
Yeah.
know? So then Volibear's next step right here is what?
Secure Rift Herald objective.
Okay, so he wants an objective. What does he have to do to get that objective?
He needs to get prio mid or top.
That helps. It's something more basic.
Um get the jungler off the map
That'd
or
be
no?
good. Just a successful
Yeah.
play.
Yeah.
Chunking mid, pushing mid, like chunking jungle, catching them out, anything like that, then earns him the Rift Herald. And he has level 6. Now, if he does all of his camps, does that power him up in any meaningful way?
I guess well, for me, like I would say yes just because he's getting closer to Frozen Gauntlet, but from the way I've kind of seen how he plays, he would just go straight for like Rift Herald, I guess, or like look for play into Rift Herald.
That's what I'm thinking too. This does not give him level 7. It gets him components. Volibear doesn't give a fuck. He wants the whole item. If he's sitting on
Yeah,
Kindle Gem Chain Vest, he might as well be sitting on the same shit. Ruby
right.
Crystal Cloth Armor, no sheen. Like, it's so similar. So he needs the big play to get anything meaningful. So then, yeah, on the reset, he probably skips those. And then if he does any play, the camps respawn. So his golems, his Gromp would be up. So he can do the
Mm.
plays, keep it going, maybe take something, and then on the reset, he would have a complete full clear. Then that full clear gives him level 7, and it's meaningful. Kindle Gem, Cloth Armor. What? They got fucking Rift Herald. What happened? Oh, they stayed, I see. Owned. He spent the level 6 as well. Not even the Alistar support can stand still bot lane. Ugh. He does the play, his camps respawn, he full clears. Bang, level 7. Level 7, ulti's coming back up. Time to play. Option, invade, mid, bot, go, do them. Asshole Volibear is outnumbered. Asshole Volibear is wasting 2 champions' time.
Yeah, that is really annoying.
Enemy concede. Asshole Volibear gets enemy jungle camp. Good.
And so in this case, like because the bot is so far ahead, they're just proxying, right? And he's hovering
Yep.
for.
But he
I see.
stays hitting the same lane. You ganked bot
Yeah.
or you ganked top to get Pantheon ahead, and then you ganked bot L. Keep it like Volibear is. This is really where I got
Yeah.
whenever I was playing him. Is like keep hitting the same fucking lane. You only have so many ultis in the early game, and if it keeps going right, do not, do not worry about this guy. Do not worry
Oh
about this
yeah.
guy. And then we're in a good spot.
Funny enough, the Twitch ended up like being pretty far ahead that King game, but it was close. And but the main thing, so yeah, here's another thing that I struggle with is if my bot lane isn't playing well after I've like I don't know how to explain it. Like if I gank bot lane and I see that the ganks that should be working aren't working, then I try to focus on another lane.
That can be okay. You do have to shift, but
Yeah.
play it by you. Fucking worst case ever on Volibear, I swear. Playing any tank jungler like that, it's like, oh my god. I put my eggs
Yeah.
in this basket. This basket sucks.
The another thing too that I kind of struggle with too is in this case where like so this kind of playstyle versus a farming jungler, the worst case scenario is the game gets dragged out too long, right?
Yeah.
Um what do I kind of do in that situation where it's like we have a huge lead, like my let's say my laners have a huge lead, how do I assist them to close out the game?
Focus on the basic things. What does Volibear do?
I think he's really good as an engaged tank.
Right. So if your team's pushing, engage. And don't do anything that's like against what Volibear is good at.
Okay.
Because if there's nothing to do, do nothing. And then the onus is on the enemy to attack you guys. So if you're losing on ARAM, the enemy's pushing. All you're waiting for them to do is like dive or engage, right? If you're Volibear
Yeah.
in ARAM, right? You're doing the exact same things in Summoner's Rift. So when winning, you push and dive. When losing, you're waiting for the enemy to attack. And then if you're on the sidelines, then you can flank. Or you could stay in one spot and try to stun and whatnot as they dive. But do what Volibear's good at. For right now, it's like just really focus on what
Yeah.
Volibear wants to do well. Don't let everything else happen. Don't
I
hold
think this
on to
is
them, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think this is really insightful because like seeing that and seeing your thought process on as well, I definitely see that um I have been like utilizing Volibear in the wrong aspects where I always try to commit like do a full clear. So I waste time that I could be impacting the map where I'm at my strongest in the early stage, which is what I've been kind of struggling with where a lot of the games that I've been losing is like pre 8 minutes because the enemy jungler. But if I
And
was in
and
that
it's so
situation,
frustrating too because Volibear's so strong.
yeah.
Yeah, but you just don't have time if you full clear with how the
Yeah,
jungle
exactly.
works now. So I see how you got there, but luckily the full like it's nothing to your own skill in its way. It's just you've been on the wrong path. And
Right.
once you start doing this path, then we can really be talking, because then the
Yeah.
decisions become important because you have to
Right.
choose. So let me leave you with this too. Like, um, you are looking to get into position to gain, like usually a flank or river, and then choose right option. Not looking to preemptively, yep, that's how you spell it, force a play that has to happen. The further you get in jungle, the more you see that there is no ganks. There's only what comes to you.
Yeah.
We're sailing the boat. We're not rowing. This bad boy is going to go where it's going to go. You only have so much influence on the direction in the macro aspect. So, alrighty. Are you good with
That's
stopping there?
yeah. I actually had a question for you. I
Yeah,
really enjoyed this coaching session. I wanted to know like, so
good.
what's your like what is your recommendation for like a really fast track on improvement? Because I would be willing to do like 2 hour sessions each week, or we do maybe 2 sessions each week.
Well, let's finish out this one, and then you're gonna have
Yeah.
to like put a good amount of games in. I'd recommend like 3 normals, 5 ranked games at least,
Yeah.
because
Luckily I
that's
work
gonna
from
do what?
oh, I work from home, so I have a lot of time for League.
Nice.
So that's why I'm kind of I've got that passion again. Luckily, like with the ranked mental, it's not as bad as it was before because promo's not a thing. But also a lot has happened, so it's like a good shift. So now I'm kind of like committed to hit the aspirations that I used to have for myself.
So if you wanted to like fast track it, it's like we can do these 1 weeks where it's an hour-ish and then we go deep. And then what I've done for other people is like once we have something tangible that we're looking for, we could do like 1 live game a week. I think that's anything more gets a little bit fucking like we're kind of wasting time. So
Yeah, I see.
if you wanted to do that too, and then you could order those on top, and that could probably be productive where we have something to look at now.
Yeah, I think so. It'd be good.
Yep, I've done a good handful of those in the past. I hate offering the fucking live coaching like generally though, because when people buy it without doing a session, it's like, dude, what are we doing? But
Yeah,
then when we built up something like this, oh, we're cooking, baby.
yeah. That's what I like kind of doing before is like 2 hour session where usually I would just do 1 hour where we kind of discuss about what we talked about previously. And then the live session is trying to put that into effect.
Yeah, I have that as an option. Well, like VOD review into live one. Um, but I think for you, it'd be like you play. You have something, and then you could tell me a little bit about it, but not too
Yeah.
much. And then we just go live game, and then I kind of direct slash give some feedback, and then you can go again, and then we meet like a couple days later for say the VOD review or just the hour
Yeah.
session.
Yeah, exactly.
Alrighty, sounds good.
Awesome. But once again, thank you. Like this has been a really big eye opener for sure. I'm
Yeah,
very excited to actually like put this into effect
yeah, glad to help.
and continue
You're
learning.
lucky I watched some VOLIBEAR at the start of the season too, and I like that stupid ass champ floating around pressing
That's
W and Q.
I'm so glad cuz before I used to play a lot of Udyr cuz Volibear was a permaban.
God.
Cuz it chem tank. Oh my god. The champ was stupid. But I'm actually glad that like I can play Volibear every game. So I've been pretty much one tricking him because like I mentioned, like a lot of my issues is I think fundamentally though is I don't play my champs right when it comes to pathing or decision making. Like when it comes to
Well, I think the path will put you on wrong decisions, so GG.
yeah,
Let's correct that and then see where we get. Arkham Razor this shit. Alrighty,
yeah.
man. Yeah, I gotta get
Thank
going,
you,
but it was good talking to you.
thank you. You too, man.
Yep, good luck in your
Take care.
games. Talk to you
Bye.
later. Peace. Me meow.